In July of 1969, the world stopped and watched as humans attempted something they'd never done before. A spacecraft traveling nearly 240,000 miles to the moon, and two astronauts stepped onto its surface. It was called the Apollo 11 moon landing. To many, it remains one of humanity's greatest achievements, but to others, it's one of the greatest deceptions ever pulled off. So what really happened that night? And why, more than 50 years later, are people still questioning it? Tonight, we're not here to tell you what to believe. We're here to tell you the story. That's tonight's story.
The mission began on July 16, 1969. A massive Saturn V rocket launched from Florida, carrying 3 astronauts into space: Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Their goal was simple, but almost impossible: land on the moon and come back alive. 4 days later, the lunar module separated and descended toward the surface. Armstrong and Aldrin prepared for landing, while Collins remained in orbit above. Then, on July 20th, 1969, it happened. "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." Moments later, Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon, delivering the now famous line, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." The world watched in awe, but not everyone was convinced. In the years that followed, questions started to surface. Some pointed to the American flag, appearing to move, even though there's no wind on the moon. Others asked why no stars could be seen in the sky, and some noticed strange shadows, arguing they didn't line up the way they should. These details led to a growing belief that the landing may have been staged. Some even suggested it was filmed on Earth, possibly with help from Hollywood. At the time, special effects were improving. Films like 2001: A Space Odyssey showed what was possible. But here's where the story becomes more complicated. Because while these questions sound convincing at first, there are explanations. The flag didn't actually wave in the wind. It moved because of the way it was handled. Once it was placed, it slowly settled due to lack of atmosphere. The missing stars? The camera exposure was set for the bright surface of the moon, making faint stars invisible. And the shadows? They appear unusual because of uneven terrain and a single powerful light source, the sun. But beyond visual details, there's something even harder to ignore. The mission was tracked by multiple countries, and including the Soviet Union. At the height of the Cold War, they had every reason to expose a lie. They didn't. Astronauts also brought back moon rocks, studied by scientists around the world. And even today, reflectors placed on the moon allow lasers from Earth to bounce back, proving something was left there. Faking a video is one thing. Faking physics, global tracking, and decades of scientific evidence is another.
More than 50 years later, the debate still hasn't completely faded. Some people believe the moon landing was real, others still aren't convinced. And now, with new missions preparing to return humans to the moon, those questions are coming back again. But maybe the real question isn't just what happened in 1969, it's why. Even today, we still question it. What do you think? Did we really go to the moon? Or is there more to the story? Thank you for joining me. If you like content like this, like and subscribe. This is Everyday Videos. My name is Gene, and I'll see you in the next video.